Welcome back to Fourth and Troll Fantasy. Let's get ready for week 6. It's time. We got some studs and some duds for week 6. We're going to jump straight into them. I'm Noah Selby.
I'm Wes Selby.
And let's have a party, man. Like, subscribe, join the
Okay.
Discord. Always having a good time in there. 8 players, 4 studs, 4 duds. Studs that are going to help you win your week. And 4 duds who you absolutely need to keep out of your lineup. These guys are going to suck the life out of you this week. So get them out of there. Wes, take it away. Start out with quarterbacks.
All right. Stud quarterback is going to be someone fresh off of defeating the remaining undefeated team in his conference and division. My stud is going to be Drake May, who did not have a very good fantasy performance because he didn't find the end zone. But I love what he just did on Sunday Night Football against, and I mean, I know the Bills aren't an amazing defense, but a tough division opponent, playing pace for pace with Josh Allen, finding that great connection with Stephon Diggs. I like a lot what's happening with this Patriots offense. And so if I happen to have Drake May and I have some questions about my other quarterback, or maybe Drake May is available. I know some people are just still questioning if he's ready to be your fantasy starter. Yes, the time has come. The time is now. Drake May can be your starting quarterback in fantasy. Someone Noah and I both said has a really good shot to be top 10 this season and is already starting. My dud, maybe someone you can replace Drake May for, is Kyler Murray. My dud is someone that I was so excited about. I was loving what I was researching and hearing about Kyler Murray and his odds to be an elite quarterback in fantasy. And it's just been mediocre at best. And I know that's kind of what it was like last season, but we haven't had a massive game from him. And you would think it would happen this week against the Titans defense, who are allowing about the 6th most points to quarterbacks thus far. I'm not trusting Kyler Murray if he's healthy. I mean, that could also play a factor in this too. But I'm not trusting him against a team that just won their first game with their rookie first overall pick. That Titans team is ready to keep this train going. And I can't trust Kyler Murray to get me to 500, keep me above 500 in my fantasy leagues. I'm just worried that Murray isn't there yet. I'm calling a dud for week 6.
Jumping into the running backs here. I said running back for week 6. It's Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle in a revenge game. And baby, it's going to be sweet. As of recording right now, Monday Night Football hasn't finished up, but Rico Dowdle was the number 1 running back on the week. And he went crazy against the Dolphins as the Panthers RB1. As of right now, I expect Chuba Hubbard to miss another week with this calf injury. They try and be safe with these guys. And to be honest, I think Dave Canales just wants Rico to have a great opportunity to have a revenge game against his old team that are giving up 17.5 fantasy points to running backs on average this season. The Dallas Cowboys are. He had a 67% snap share. He was the guy with Hubbard out. He's going to be awesome again this week. He is my running back stud for week 6. Now, my dud, it's Alvin Kamara going up against the New England Patriots. Kendra Miller has been seeing more and more snaps and opportunities. Kamara's only been a top 15 running back once this season. I know we didn't draft him at the ADP that he previously has been at as his elite PPR running back, but right now he's on pace for a career low in receptions in his in the receiving game in New Orleans. So I I just don't feel great. New England just bottled up James Cook for the first time this season. However, I reserve the right to revoke all of this because we're recording this on Monday, as I've said, and he legitimately could be traded this week if things are looking how they're looking. So I reserve the right to revoke all of it. But Alvin Kamara is my dud running back for week 6.
All right, wide receivers. Let's jump into the stud for the week. I'm going to pair him with my stud quarterback. It's Stephon Diggs. That's 2 weeks in a row that I've paired my quarterback with another guy, or I just like the chemistry going on with Drake May and Stephon Diggs. And of course, we saw that in week 4. We started to see something really happen. We wanted to see it again just to make sure that it wasn't just the matchup. It wasn't just the situation where the defense just forgot that Stephon Diggs is an all-pro, one of the best wide receivers of the last 10 years. No, he is that guy. I'm gonna have a hard time not putting him in my lineup. Leave the comments down below. Would you rather start Quentin Johnson or Stefan Diggs? Because right now, that's a toss up for me. That's a
That's a
pretty tough call.
crazy thing to have a conversation about.
Can you
That's
have that
nuts.
conversation right now in 2025? Imagine
Yeah.
that kind of scenario. You've got some wide receivers that are doing fine, but you're going off of someone that just had a minimum of 16 points the last 2 weeks. I'm going to ride with the hot hand. Stefan Diggs is great. And my dud, this hurts because I thought he had a really good upside going into the season, but my dud is Jacoby Myers. It's not really his fault. He's getting a lot of targets. He's getting his opportunities. Brock Bowers has missed some time. He's had everything that you could want for someone to have a shot to be a true, even flex option. But Geno Smith, man, it's like he doesn't remember what color the Raiders jerseys are, and he keeps throwing to the other team because it's so frustrating how many turnovers there are. And that's also my big concern is I just don't like this offensive line. Ashton Genty owners know that very well, aside from one great game. And then this quarterback throwing the football everywhere is making Jacoby Myers practically unstartable in most leagues. So I'm gonna just call it as it is and say Myers should be benched until further notice, and that breaks my heart.
My stud tight end for week 6 is Tucker Kraft. Man, he has literally the best matchup for tight ends in fantasy football going up against the Cincinnati Bengals. Tucker Kraft is number 1 amongst all tight ends in yards after catch. He is number 1 amongst all tight ends in yards after contact. He is number 1 amongst all tight ends in broken tackles. He is key to the Green Bay operation for Jordan Love, especially. He's the Bengals are giving up over 13 fantasy points to 3 of the 5 tight ends they faced this season. Really, really like Tucker Kraft for an exciting ceiling game this week. I'm absolutely getting him in my lineup if I have the chance. Oh God, I did it again.
You did it
I
again.
did it again. My dud
Well,
tight end.
give me
Gosh.
1 second. I actually need to correct. Kyler Murray. I was just checking. Kyler Murray just played the Titans. I said he was going to play the Titans. He just played the Titans. He's playing the Colts defense. So forget it. Just
Yeah,
forget it. Okay.
they
Anyway, sorry. I
kind
wanted
of
to just
sucks.
correct myself for comments purposes. Go ahead.
My dud tight end is Mark Andrews up against the Los Angeles Rams. Ravens are going to be without Lamar again. This team looks really, really bad. And Mark Andrews had just 2 catches on just 3 targets in a game where they were getting their ass handed to them. He was not involved. He was not part of the effort to try and help them come back in that game. I I, I was excusing it, and there's more excuses to give because Lamar wasn't playing. I feared the Ravens window closed like immediately somehow. And I fear the Ravens like might suck. Like I fear that might be the case. I know the matchups were tough the first few weeks, but
Yeah.
this has not been good. And they're gonna go into their bye week in week 8 with or I'm sorry, their bye week in week 7 with 1 win. The Ravens are
Probably.
gonna be 1-6. I wonder what the statistics are and how many teams that started 1-6 end up coming back and making the playoffs even. The Steelers are gonna win that division, dude. This is insane. I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Steelers are walking and everyone
Yeah.
is running the other way. The Steelers aren't
Yeah.
even like dominating. They're just like, well,
They're
no
like,
one's even
whoa.
running the same direction.
What are
Oh
they?
well, I guess.
We go that way, guys. Yeah, dude, this is insane. That's gonna do it for Studs and Duds for week 6. Best of luck. Get your lineup questions in the comments or join the Discord. We're always having a good conversation in there and having a good time with the community. We will see you next time. Best of luck. My name is Noah Selby,
And I'm Selby.
and this has been Fourth and Troll Fantasy.